want to introduce to you our new tongue assembly with the slotted brush holder and the 3/4 inch wide brush. This allows us to move that brush in its holder back and forth so we can accommodate for a specific glue line and just moistening a straight glue line in like an A series envelope. This is our standard tongue assembly with a 3-inch long brush. It comes standard on the EFS Pro, and it was originally designed to seal the V-flap envelopes or the commercial type envelopes that the flaps are at an angle or the glue line's at an angle, and it'll cover the whole glue line. So to remove this tongue assembly from the moistening system, we first want to remove the roller hold down assembly. It's important to remove this roller hold down assembly to adequately get at the moistener brush. So the first thing we're going to do is take the 2 screws off of the back and remove this assembly. So once the screws are removed from the back, this assembly can come off. Just tip it off to the side. This is the standard hold down assembly, and you can see it has the 3-inch brush on it. It comes standard on the EFS Pro. I'm going to remove these screws and take this assembly off. So with the 2 screws removed, this standard tongue assembly will come off, and we can replace it with this slotted tongue assembly, and we can it'll screw right in its same spot. Now we do have this brush carriage on the bottom. We've got openings for the water to wick up through here, transfer to the brush. If you're sealing an envelope with a shorter flap on it, we want to have that cage in that position. If we have a longer flap, we want to remove this cage and turn it around. So what I've done is I've outlined with this X'd area the glue line on this flap, and I have it positioned into the sealer in the EFS Pro with the edge of the envelope up against the back wall, and you can see the glue line is just going to come in contact with this brush. So as it passes through, only the brush will be in contact with the glue, and there'll be no water put in the upper part of the flap. So what I've done with this longer A-series flap with the glue line lower is I've actually rotated the carriage around, moved the brush to be in line with the glue line, and now we'll only moisten the area where that glue is. So once we have everything positioned with the brush, we need to remount our hold down assembly the same way we took it off. When remounting this hold down assembly, we want to make sure that we press down on these brackets because they're in elongated slots and tighten up appropriately, so we have a slight amount of preload on these rollers. This is designed to lift up for a thicker product 3/16 or so.